Hey everyone, it's Martian Vampire after way too long, like definitely at least 5 years since I made a video, 4 or 5 years. But I still play Xanje, of course, because it's my favorite game. So I did take about like a 2 year break from Xanje, and it wasn't for any like reason in particular. It was just like, I go through phases where like I hyperfixate on games and then I just don't play like my favorite game in the world for like a couple years. But I did come back in November of 2025, and I just wanted to make a video about my Ethereals as well as kind of like touch on my 100 Gen Pencilier project because that is completed. Like on my YouTube where I have like the Gen 22 videos, like all of that's done. Like I'm actually up to like Gen 105 now, which is pretty darn cool, in my opinion. Never thought I would get there. But I just wanted to go through like my Ethereals because I love my Ethereals so much and I've gotten so many of them. Like it used to literally just be like Romulus. Like that was like my one Ethereal. It was Romulus. And then I don't think I made a video when I got my second one, Electra. But I believe I have 18 of them now. Yeah, I have 18 Ethereals. So let's go through all of them. Let's try to order them by age. Like time of acquisition, I guess, is what we'll do. Well, that's not right. I think it's Gen. Because, okay, so Romulus, of course, was my first one. Romulus is Generation 10, I believe. He's my very first Ethereal. I love him so much. These are his baby form, adult form, and I had his, like, adult form in here because he had some effects on him. Like, he had some overlays from Owlet that had been made, and I love those overlays, but they were like the Penciliers. They just have such beautiful like markings that I didn't want to cover them all up. But I did keep the overlays for like the cats that I got, of course. So we have Romulus. He's my first one. And then Electra was born second. Electra was like a total surprise. She's in generation -7. And she was a part of my negative generation Pencilier project. That's gotten up to about 37 now, -37. But every couple months I like to go through and I breed like all of my long lost parent pairs because those are like technically mated pairs. I don't have them bonded with Unity gems yet, but those are mated pairs and I like to breed them and just, keep their families to themselves. And Electra was like totally a surprise. Generation -7, what? Like so cool. And so I bonded her, of course, to Romulus. Well, first she was just mate to Romulus, but since the Unity gems are a thing, you can actually now bond them. So she's bonded to Romulus. They're mates forever. How cute. So adorable. Oh boy. Those Beckelos. They're everywhere right now. If you're playing Xanje during April in the year of our Lord 2026, you probably have 7,000 of those Beckelos right now. Don't lie. And so next we have Zathura. Zathura was so amazing when I got her. I do have pictures of her without her accessories, like right here. But I love the knife and the tooth collar. How funny is that? She is a star cat, and I believe her parents are either fantasy or natural star cats, where their breeding is automatic. And we will get into that in another video because I would love to talk about like the automatic and manual breeding conversion that is going on right now. Supposedly I guess they're working on it, and they're also working on revamping and redoing the original Pencilier and Cat series, so that's really cool. Tangent time, sorry, but this was Zathura. I love her. She's named after the movie Zathura, of course. If you've never seen it, you should watch it. But I don't believe she has a bond because I wanted to have another Star Cat Ethereal to bond with her. And then now that I find out that there are actually 3 different kinds of star cats, like there's the manual, there's fantasy, and then there's natural. Fantasy and natural, I believe, aren't the official terms, but they were coined by Micah, who is someone who's been playing Xanje for a really long time, and she has a lot of guides, and she's very knowledgeable, and she made actually accessories that you can use to sort your star cats and to figure out which ones are manual, which ones are natural, which ones are fantasy. and the natural and the fantasy ones can interbreed together and usually produce more fantasy and natural ones, to my knowledge, so that you can keep breeding them. Because I thought that all star cats were manual. I thought I was just getting lucky with randomly being able to get into the queue, but no, that you can automatically breed star cats. There is a way to do it, and I don't want to take credit for Micah's idea at all. Like, the only reason why I know about them is because of Micah, but I may make a video for it if she is okay with that. But that's in the future. I don't even know if I'm gonna make a video after this one. And then so now we have Titania. Titania was my fourth one. She was another total surprise. She was actually part of the regular breeding for my 100 generation challenge. So she's generation 92. Let's see what she's got in here. Yeah, 100 generation challenge, born December 2025. Yeah, she's pretty cool. She's my fourth one. I do love her colors. I like this nice lavender color going on here. And let me see who she's bonded with. I have her bonded with Copernicus, who is the 5th ethereal that I got. I think the 5th, no, like the 4th Pencellier ethereal that I got. But I got Romiette and Julio first. So this is Romiette. Romiette and Julio were actually born on the same day. And I named them initially Romeo and Juliet, which is cute and all, but I really love the game Spore, and in the Galactic Adventures DLC, they had their own adventure that they had made that was like a parody almost of Romeo and Juliet, but they had mixed the names around, so it was Romiette and Julio, and I loved that. Like, I love Romiette so much as a name. So I was like, well, obviously her boyfriend needs to be named Julio. So, this is Romiette, and then we will look at Julio here. These are the cats with the overlays on them that are by Outlet. They're super cool. You should check them out. So he was born second. I believe they were only born 14 minutes apart. So 5 p.m. and then let's check Romiette again. 4:46. Yeah, so like 14 minutes apart is when they were born. I really love these guys because, like, for me it's a personal thing. Like, I got into like a pretty bad car accident in last December of 2025, and I totaled my car. And it was a really, really hard and scary thing for me to go through. And that was on December 6th. So then a week later, I ended up getting those 2 twin ethereals. And that was just like my little message of, like, it was just a nice, smaller positive thing to have happen to me when I was going through such a rough time. So I really love Romeo and Julio. So now let's look at Copernicus. He is my 7th ethereal, allegedly, is what I'd written. Love him. He's got such a cool color, like this cranberry base with the lavender eyeshadow. I love that on him. He's also Gen 86. So yeah, and then he's got some accessories on him. He's got some slime friends, a lot of slime friends apparently, goodness gracious. So that's Copernicus. This is Lysander. I love his colors. He's gorgeous. Just bright, loud, beautiful colors. Oh, and he was also a great grandchild of Romulus. He was born during a mass breed I did for Romulus, because Romulus has a lot of babies. Like, he's got like over 4,000 babies. So I think I had continuously bred him and then all of his offspring down to Lysander, because you can see, like, Romulus is in the family tree. And yes, he's inbred. Don't say nothing, okay? They're pixels. It's fine. It's gonna be okay. Okay, so now let's look at, we can look at Hades and Persephone. I don't believe that they were born one after the other. Like, or they were born one after the other, obviously, but I don't think they were born on the same day. No, yeah, they were born one day apart. So this is Hades. This is his original form. He is a black smoke gem cat. Love the gem cats. If you know anything about me, obviously you know I love breeding Pencelliers, but I also love the gem cats and I love the overgems. So I was happy to get him because Romiette and Julio are regular white cats that were bred from gem cats, but I believe they have the gem inhibitor gene. So they came out without gems. He has a gem. You can't really see it, which is why I find it very helpful when you have accessorized pets to keep, their bare form images in the bio. I use Imgur for that. It's super easy. It's so easy. You can even just download them and upload them, It's worth it too to kind of, like, look at this little baby stage. You would never see this baby stage without saving it, So let's look at Persephone. Oh, I love her colors. So these are her accessories that I have in this order that are layered. I don't gatekeep. If you want to replicate this, it's literally right here. Do it. It's gorgeous. She is Gem 11, and she is also a black smoke gem cat, and that is her gem color, a nice little purple red garnet thing. Love that. Her eyes are very gorgeous, and I just love this pinkness to her. I love how opaque these overlays are too, Owlet. You did great. That's one of the biggest reasons why I don't have them on my Pansellers is because they are so opaque. But I love them on just like plain cats. Oh my gosh, they're gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Love it. Okay, let's do this. So back to Hades. We're at Persephone. Now we'll go to Laertes. If you've noticed, I do like Shakespeare. I am an average Shakespeare enjoyer, so I named lots of my Ethereals after my favorite Shakespearean names. Now I will say, okay, if you know anything about Shakespeare, you know that Laertes and Ophelia are siblings, alright? But I have him bonded to my other ethereal, Ophelia, and I only named them that because I like the names. They're not brother and sister, and they're just bonded, and they have Shakespearean names, okay? Just want to throw that out there, but I just know that somebody would say, and I would say something too. I'd be like, Martian, what is going on? And so I had to explain. So he was my 11th ethereal. Very pretty. I love how Pansellers are just like mystery little green beans. That's the best part about getting ethereal Pansellers. Best part about getting any baby Pansellers. But ethereal Pansellers are just like little surprise eggs. Like you literally never know like what color they're going to be. Even this little inkling right here in the middle, that color is like on his legs. So you'd probably expect it to be on his face. Boom! His face is lavender and hot pink. Love it. Who's next? I think Ophelia is next. Yep, this is Ophelia. Gen 88. It's her baby form. I must have grown her too quick because I missed the middle form, unfortunately. Man. But yeah, she's bonded to Laertes, of course. She was my 12th ethereal. Love her color. She is definitely one of my prettiest ethereal Pansellers, aside from Electra and Titania. I mean, just look at, like, just these colors are gorgeous. And sometimes with ethereals, it's hit or miss. And you have to accept what an ethereal looks like because you can't repaint ethereals. I don't know if anybody knew that, but you can't repaint ethereals, so you just have to be happy with their ugly coloring if they're ugly. But we lucked out with her. We definitely lucked out with Miss Ophelia. So then let's go to Hermia. I love her colors. Honestly, I love all of my Pansellers. Every single one of them, not even my ethereals. Oh, she was dark green. I love dark green baby Pansellers. Like, I like the light green ones, but the dark green ones, you just know. You just know that they're gonna be nice. Plain Pride Sparkle accessory on her. She's giving like Halloween vibes, and I love that about her. So there's Miss Hermia. Who is next? Adamantium! I love Adamantium so much! You guys do not understand how hard I worked for this ethereal. Like when people are like, oh, I ethereal hunted, I hunted for Adamantium. I bred probably 2,000 litters trying to get this cat. It's Overgem, because I love Overgems. And she is a glitch as well. Like, you can tell, like, her bubble up here, or her top brain gem thing, or whatever, is, like, there's something odd going on here with her layers. And if you know anything about Overgems, you know that they are notoriously glitched. And once you get high enough in gens, I would say past generation 6 to 7 is when you will start to get a lot of these glitches. And I can go through my glitched Overgems and talk about those a little bit. Like, there's a lot of them out there. There's some that are like completely missing gems as well, that have been called depresslings because they are so sad looking, and I have a couple of them. I do have a couple. But Adamantium is definitely one of my favorite ethereals, and I worked very, very hard for Adamantium. I was in, oh yeah, this is, I had a friend that was cheering me on in the forums for the ethereal over gem, and they just kept posting every time I would do a progress report, and they were my biggest supporter for Adamantium, so I quoted their stuff, and I put them in here, of course. But yeah, that's Adamantium. That's probably my rarest and most valuable ethereal, given the fact that it's not only a mutation, but it's also a glitched mutation. I just wish that she had different colors. I wish she was more red, because on my phone when I first saw her, she was more red. I was at work. And then she's definitely more of like a coppery color. But I do, like I said, you gotta be happy with it either way. I do like it. So who's next? Treasure! It's Treasure. My very first Ethereal Titan Snowgroon. Can I get a hell yeah? Oh my gosh. I about got up and danced when I got her. Oh my goodness. Because I've recently fallen in love with the Titan Snowgroons. Like, I still love the Pinceliers, of course, but the Titans are my main favorite right now, like my main fixation, so I'm breeding them a lot. So I did end up getting an Ethereal of one. She's a Chinchilla color point, so she is also a mute, and she's got this very cute accessory on. I want to make sure I credit Leah. Yes, okay. Oh my gosh, Leah makes the cutest accessories. If you are ever in the market for like just some cute accessories for your pet, it's worth the coin. Like, she puts a lot of work into it. So I would definitely recommend Leah for accessories. There's a lot of people who make great accessories, but I do have quite a few of Leah's. So I just want to shout her out for that. But yeah, we love Treasure. Like, she is gorgeous, like just pure white, gorgeous. Oh my goodness. Love her. See who's next. Emo Girl. So this fox, I actually did not breed this fox. This is my one and only Ethereal that I bought from somebody. I bought her from Janarly when she was leaving the site. I hope she comes back, Janarly. I already miss you. But I gave your baby a nice home, and she is very emo looking because I just had to. Like, Noctaro. This is just so cute. Like, this hair, let's see who made this, because that hair is gorgeous. Screech. Oh, I know Screech. Yeah, Screech. Is that Markiplier? Anyway, Screech is pretty cool. Screech makes good art. Obviously makes very good wigs. So if you're in the market for an emo wig for your scene wig for your fox, hit up Screech. All right, let's see who's next. I believe Autumn Dandelion. So this one is very special to me. So on Xanje, there's something called a designer pet lab that you can splice together different Xanje pets, like the patterns. You can pick layers to combine them together and make your own pattern. And I made two. I made the Hidden Cogs Flare Sue, and I made this Forgotten Woods Primera. Also, just in case y'all think I'm jerking your leg here, I designed her, and I love her so much. Like, and I knew as soon as I designed the Hidden Cogs Flare Sue, I wanted to do an Ethereal with them, but I didn't love them as much as I loved the Forgotten Woods ones. So I'm glad to have gotten her. Like, she's definitely one of my prized Ethereals. Like, I'm sure that a couple people can say that they have an Ethereal designer pet, but who can say that they designed their own Ethereal pet? That's pretty darn cool. And then next is Macaron. I don't even know how I'm pronouncing that yet. I think it's Macaron. My dear, lovely angel baby child friend, Utsubio Yona, she recommended the name Macaron because I needed a dessert name. But yeah, this is my Ethereal Titan Snowgroon that is a strawberry shortcake. What? I got a second one and I didn't even notice this one. This was the first one because I'm like, people are like, oh, I need a filter for Ethereal pets so I can make sure I don't miss them. I'm like, how are you guys missing them? They're literally bright yellow and glowing. But I missed her. I sorted her away and everything, and I didn't see her for about an hour or two. About got up and danced, of course. Yep, Subio Yona. Another Beccalo. You're all getting released. Or what are we at? 18 minutes? So yeah, those are all of my Ethereal. I guess we'll check on the 100 Gen Pencelier challenge another day because we're getting a bit long in the video, but these are my Ethereals. I was also thinking about making a guide of how to get Ethereals and so many of them because I truly have been blessed with so many Ethereals, and I would love to share my tips and tricks with other players because I know that this is a lot of people's goals is to just get even one Ethereal. So if I can help people, just give them some tips on how to breed Ethereals and get them more often, that'd be something that I would love to do. I would say that my biggest tip for getting them is to breed genuinely breed at least 200 litters a day. 200 litters a day for at least a week, maybe even 2 weeks, because then every day you'll be getting in more babies, and then you don't have to worry about breeding 2,000 litters in one day. You don't have to worry about bonding, really, if you just want to do it manually. I will say if you're breeding manually for Ethereals, you can't fuss too much about the parents. Like, you literally just have to click randomly and go to be efficient at it. Which is honestly how I got all of these. Except for my snowgroons. Those ones were purposefully bred. It was just luck. But yeah, even my designer pet, all my Panseliers, I didn't consciously pair up any of their parents. Like, I just was pairing them randomly and going 200 to 300 litters a day for at least a week. And that, maybe I just got really lucky, but that's like the best tip that I can give you. But yeah, I really hope that you guys enjoyed my Ethereals, and I hope that you guys enjoyed seeing me again. I know I'm going to enjoy uploading this, and hopefully some people will see it and watch it, comment, ask any questions you want. Any suggestions would be helpful, of course. Obviously this is very low budget. Like, I don't intend on getting like any fancy video recording software. Like, this is a free app. I'm pretty sure there's a giant timestamp at the bottom of the screen. But I'm just doing this for fun, okay? Like, I'm not an official Xanjian media creator. I'm literally just a person who loves Xanje and wants to share it with the world. So yeah, I am gonna end this video. I'm gonna sign off. Everybody have a great day. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. God bless you and stay safe. Have fun playing Xanje. And don't forget, you know what, while I have this video up, don't forget to check out the crowd funds for the common cat and the Panselier. Because this is groundbreaking, people. Groundbreaking. Oh my gosh, they're gonna remake them. They're gonna remake them, and there's gonna be new patterns. Ah! Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyway, all right, we're gonna stop now. Check out the crowd funds. Everybody have a good day. Have a good Martian day, and I will see you later. Goodbye.